Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Sonoma, California for the first game of a two-game series versus the San Luis Obispo Blues and the Sonoma Stompers. Here at Arnold Field, my name is Ryan Giacomini as the Stompers take the field on a warm summer day. Let's look at the lineup for the Blues, who will be batting first today as they are the visiting team. Leading off, it'll be Bryson Hoyer. Batting second, Max Lane. Third, Jariah Lewis. Cleanup, Cooper Witten. Batting fifth and catching is Nico Button. Then it's Brendan Comerford, Zach Tollerman, Jake Hicksenbaugh, who will be back at second base tonight. And rounding out the lineup is Gavin Constantine. For the Stompers, it'll go like this from left to right. It'll be Scary, Contreras, and Zakowski. On the infield from third to first, it'll be Hawley, Abel, Ramos, and Giovanetti. And behind the plate, putting down the signs, will be Vanincini. Starting pitcher for the Sonoma Stompers is Tyler Looney. Looney getting his third start this season. His last outing was June 8th against the San Francisco Seals, where he received the loss. In 3 innings, he gave up 3 runs, all earned on 7 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. And before that, on June 2nd, and a 8-0 win against the Menlo Park Legends, he got a no decision, 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts, 11 batters faced. So it'll be Hoyer stepping in for the first pitch of the game. Here it is. Takes a ball outside. First pitch at 6:11 with game time weather at 79 degrees and sunny here in Sonoma, California at the beautiful Arnold Field, as that one is fouled back to the screen and the count evens up at 1 apiece. This is Hoyer's 4th game, 2nd start. Only 8 at-bats with 2 hits as that one is taken outside, 2-1. A walk and an RBI as well. Looking to get something going here in the first inning for the Blues as he is ahead in the count, 2-1. The pitch. That one misses low, 3-1. Max Lane, the designated hitter for today, waits on deck. (3-1). Taken on the outside part of the plate for strike 2, and count runs full to Bryson Hoyer. Looney on the bump stand, 6'1", 195 pounds from Modesto Junior College. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, down and away, and the Blues have a leadoff base runner in Bryson Hoyer for Max Lane. Really good at-bat there from Hoyer, who was patient in a 3-2 count, and it paid off as he reaches base safely. Now we'll see what Max Lane can do. Lane, similar boat to Hoyer as he takes first pitch for a strike. Played in 3 games. This will be his 4th. He has 8 at-bats, 1 hit. And that hit was a triple. Had an RBI on that triple as well. Short pitch, and that one's lined right at the first baseman, and it gets over his head for a base hit. Hoyer heads his way over to second as he had to freeze, and that'll be a base hit, and the Blues are in business with 2 on and nobody out for Jariah Lewis. That ball was not hit all that hard, only 64 miles an hour, but it was just hit too high, and it got over Giovanetti's head over there at first base, even with his long reach. So now it'll be Jariah Lewis in the box. Batting from the left side against the right-handed Looney. First pitch to him is a called strike. Jiraiya comes into this game with 23 plate appearances, 3 walks, 3 hit by pitches, 5 hits, a triple, an RBI, and a pair of stolen bases. Doing it all at the plate. The 0-1 to him is swung out and hit pretty well into right center field, and that's going to get down. Extra bases for Jiraiya Lewis as Hoyer comes around to score. Lane comes around to score. Jiraiya gets the stop sign at third, and that's a 2 RBI triple. Good piece of hitting there from Jiraiya Lewis as that one shot off the bat at 87 miles an hour. Looney left a hanging slider out there, and Jiraiya Lewis took advantage, and the Blues now lead it 2-0 here in Sonoma. Back-to-back hits, 3 straight base runners. Blues looking to bounce back after a tough loss last night against the Santa Barbara Foresters, the 9-2 game. But on Wednesday, took on the Academy Barons down in Compton, won that game 7-1, and then on Tuesday was down in Santa Barbara again, won that game 2-0, and now they're up 2-0 with no outs recorded for Cooper Witten as he takes a first strike at the knees. Witten wearing the number 47 today. Second pitch, off speed, in there for a strike. Quickly, it's 0-2 to Witten after that changeup with 13 inches of horizontal break from Looney. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 swinging. Cooper Witten goes down on 3 pitches after the Jiraiya Lewis triple. Now a runner on third for Nico Button. First pitch to Button is a fastball that squirts off the glove of Vanancini, but he picks it up, and Jiraiya Lewis will stay over at third. 1-0. That one misses low and in. Jiraiya Lewis has a ton of speed over there at third. I was joking with him last weekend about how Jake Hicksonball leads the team in steals, and Jiraiya told me he was going to catch up to him no problem. That one misses just above the letters. 3-0 to Button with Brendan Comerford on deck. Button, one of many catchers in this Blues roster, as the 3-0 to him is low for ball 4. One of many catchers. They've all been playing pretty good, but Button has had a particularly good summer to start the season. 7 hits in 15 at-bats. He scored 5 times, walked twice. He has 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. He has a 1129 OPS in his 17 plate appearances. Now it's Brendan Comerford, who has been shown sparks of damage as that one is hit into right field. It's going to get down for an RBI base hit for Brendan Comerford, and that's that damage right there, as he has his 10th hit of the season, and it's an RBI knock. The Blues go up 3-0. They are rolling in the first inning. Good piece of hitting there from Comerford to take that off-speed pitch and shoot it the other way. Drop down in front of Zakowski in right field, and now it's Tollerman, a big, tall, 6'6" righty. That one is fisted out into center field, and it's going to get down for a hit. Another hit for the Blues as the throw comes home. And it's Hicksonball with the bases loaded. Wasn't hit hard, but it got down in center field in front of Contreras. Just 75 miles per hour off the bat, but a hit is a hit, and out comes the Sonoma Stompers pitching coach. Blues are really putting it together here early in this ball game. 3 runs on 4 hits. The only batter to have retired so far is Cooper Witten, but Hoyer walked and later scored. Max Lane had a base hit and later scored. Jariah Lewis had a 2 RBI triple and later scored. Then Nico Button, who stands on third, walked. Comerford, who stands on second, had an RBI base hit. And Tollerman is now on first for Jake Hicksenbaugh. Mike Nunez, the pitching coach, returns to the dugout as the first pitch to Hicksenbaugh is taken outside for ball 1. Blues looking to extend their lead. Hicksenbaugh takes a strike, and the count evens up at 1 apiece. Bases loaded and just 1 out for Hicksenbaugh, who, like I mentioned, leads this team in stolen bases. As that one is ripped down into right field, and it's going to be caught. That ball was crushed out to right field, just right at Zakowski, 88 miles per hour off the bat of Hicksenbaugh. And now there are 2 outs for Gavin Constantine, the 9th place hitter in today's batting order.
Up to bat number 6, Gavin Constantine.
Constantine played 3 games so far, started all 3. 11 at-bats. He has 3 hits, as that one almost gets him, and he takes ball 1. 3 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 4 RBIs. 1-0 outside. Good stop by Vanancini to keep it in front and keep Nico Button at third base. Constantine ahead in the count, 2-0, looking to keep the line moving and get Bryson Hoyer up for the 2nd time this inning. The 2-0 to him. Swung on and popped up. Might be playable. And it's just going to bounce down behind home plate. Catcher Vanancini thought it was going to go out, but he gave not a lot of effort to it, and it actually dropped in play. So ends up being a strike, and Constantine has another life up there at the plate. Slightly open stance from the right side against the righty who's working out of the windup. The pitch. Misses inside, 3-1. Constantine, 14 plate appearances and 3 walks. He has a .429 on base percentage in the limited action he's seen, so he's done a good job getting on base. The pitch is a called strike right on the black on the outside part of the plate. Now the runners will be going with 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs to Gavin Constantine. The wind and the pitch. Swung on and fouled back, and they'll all have to go back to their stations and do it again. As with Looney in the windup, they're getting a huge jump. By the time the ball got to the plate, I should say, Comerford was all the way at third base, and Nico Button was almost at the plate. So, see if Looney switches to the stretch here, if he continues from the windup. Looks like the stretch. Yes, it is. There's the pitch. Fouled back again. We'll do it one more time. Blues already with 3 runs early in this ball game. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Button on third, Comerford on second, and Tollerman at first. The pitch hits him. So that'll be an RBI hit by pitch for Gavin Constantine, and Bryson Hoyer will come to the plate for the 2nd time in this inning as the Blues extend their lead to 4-0.
Up to bat number 4, Bryson Hoyer.
No action in the Stompers bullpen, although the 4 runs given up by Looney. As that one is hit well out to right center field. It's going to drop down in front of the wall. 2-run score, 3-run score, and Bryson Hoyer has a 3 RBI double. It is 7-0 here in Sonoma. A good piece of hitting there from Bryson Hoyer as he hit that ball 90 miles an hour off the bat with a 24-degree exit angle. That's right in what they define in at least Major League Baseball as the sweet spot. Anywhere between 15 and 37%, or 37 degrees of launch angle is the quote-unquote sweet spot. So Max Lane, who already has a hit, already has a hit and a run in this inning, steps back in and fouls the first pitch straight back to the screen. Bryson Hoyer just absolutely jumped on that pitch and put together a 3 RBI double, excuse me. The 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. An inning recap, you had walk, single, triple, strikeout, walk, single, single, line out, hit by pitch, double, and now Max Lane in the plate, as that one almost gets him and misses inside on the fastball. Hoyer at second with just about a 2.5-step lead as the pitcher Looney steps off. Call him Loon Dog here in Sonoma. Looking to get out of this inning with as minimal damage as possible. But the Blues have already put up 7 runs as that one is fouled back, and the deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on second, and number 2 at the plate. Jariah Lewis waits on deck, hoping to get another at-bat in this inning. The 2-2 swung on and chopped to short. Abel has it, the throw over to Giovannetti, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. The damage is done, however, as the Blues get 7 runs on 5 hits. They strand just 1 batter. It is 7-0 here on the SLO Blues streaming network. Back here in Sonoma as the Blues jump out to a 7-0 lead. Before the Stompers even get a chance, Cody Albright, the starter for the Blues, do around the defense here after this pitch, as that one is a called strike. The defense, here it is for the Blues. From left to right is Hoyer, Lewis, and Witten. On the infield, it's Comerford, Constantine, Hicksonbaugh, and Tollerman as that one is fisted out into left field. It's going to be a tough play. Jariah Lewis dives and can't make it. It gets past Bryson Hoyer. Runner goes for second. The tag, not in time. And a first pitch double for Elijah Ramos as I finish around the defense here real quick. Comerford at third, Constantine at short, Hicksonbaugh at second, Tollerman at first, with Button putting down the signs behind the plate as early base runner for the Stompers, who are now trying to come back from a 7-0 deficit. That's just the 6th hit that Cody Albright has given up this season. Cody Albright has been extremely impressive as that fastball misses outside at 88 miles per hour. 3 appearances, all 3 are starts, a 1-0 record, 13 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, none earned, 3 walks, 21 strikeouts, a 0 ERA with a .61 whip as that one is taken outside for ball 2 to the designated hitter, A.J. Carter. I mean, these stats are mind-blowing. He's averaging only giving up about 5.5 base runners a game per 9 innings and 14.5 strikeouts per 9 innings. As that one is swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Nico Button for strike 1. He has been a blast to watch early in this summer season. Last game he was on an 80 pitch limit. We'll see if that's the case again today or if he has free reign as the 2-1 is swung on and fouled back and out of play, 2-2. Throws hard stuff. His philosophy out there on the mound is throw the fastball until they prove they can hit the fastball and then mix in the slider and the changeup. He will mix it in occasionally even if they haven't hit it that well, but it's going to be very fastball heavy until that point. The 2-2, that one was off speed and it missed way upstairs. A wild pitch will move Elijah Ramos over to third. And the runner on third with no outs for A.J. Carter and a full count. A.J. Carter, the designated hitter for tonight, batting .200 in just 10 at-bats. He has 2 hits, 3 RBIs. One of those hits was a home run. As the 3-2 to him is fouled back and into the screen behind home plate. We'll do the 3-2 pitch again. The Sonoma Stompers have put up some crazy scores early in this summer season. They had a game last weekend where they won 32-5. They lost a game 19-0. And all over the place. The 3-2 as that one is hit back up the middle for a base hit. 95 off the barrel of A.J. Carter for an RBI knock. And the Stompers get 1 run back without even recording an out. And that's Cody Albright's first earned run of the season. To talk more about some of these crazy scores as I scroll through their Twitter to find them. They lost last night after being up 6-3 going into the bottom of the 8th. They lost 8-6. That one misses high on the off-speed pitch to Kyler Zakowski, the right fielder. They beat the Novato Knicks on June 13th. Actually, I don't have oh, there it is. 17-1. They had a 8-run 8th inning in that game as the 2-0 to Zakowski hits him. And it'll now be first and second with nobody out. Cody Albright having a tough time with this Stompers lineup here early in this game. They had 10 runs on June 12th against the San Francisco Seals. That was on the road. Some crazy scores all around. That game against the South Bay Storm. I actually said the score wrong. It was 32-2. As the first pitch to Hawley is a swing and a miss. They won that game 32-2. They had a 13-run bottom of the 5th inning where they had 2 grand slams, and they actually had to call the game in 7 innings. Albright takes 2 looks at second base. That one misses a little bit up. 1-1. Cody Albright is going to throw that fastball high 80s. He'll even touch 90, 91. Occasionally he'll get to 92, but it's going to be a lot of 89, 90 for the kid out there on the bump. That one is popped into left field. Going to be a tough play for Hoyer. He'll get there and settle under it for the first out of the inning. Good job by Cody Albright to get some soft contact and record the first out on Tyler Hawley, and it'll now be Paul Contreras. Just got way under that ball, 55-degree launch angle. Just skied into left. It actually got way further than I thought it was going to. The winds kind of died down a little bit, but during batting practice it was blowing hard to left center field, and all guys on both teams were getting balls out as that one is rolled to Constantine. The flip to Hicksonball over to first, double play. So the Stompers get 1 run back, but the inning-ending double play from Paul Contreras, and the Blues still lead it 7-1 here on the Slow Blues streaming network.
Hey kids, if you want to raise
3-4-5 due up in Sonoma as the Blues lead the Stompers 7-1 after a high-scoring first inning as the Blues got 7 runs on 5 hits and the Stompers got 1 run on 2 hits. First pitch to Jariah Lewis misses outside. Jariah already has a 2 RBI triple. It was after Hoyer walked and Max Lane singled. He cleared him as he swings and misses just late on that 86-mile-an-hour fastball from Tyler Looney. Looney gave up all 7 runs in that first inning. Kept the pitch count somewhat down at 37. That's the 40th pitch of the game, and it misses outside to Jariah Lewis, and the count moves in Lewis's favor, 2-1. Jariah playing center field today. So that one is swung on and hit pretty well out to right field, but not well enough as Zakowski will get underneath it for the first out of the inning. Just a little out in front of that ball and didn't get quite all of it. The ballpark here has some weird dimensions because it was originally built as both a football field and a baseball field that is used for Sonoma Valley High School athletics. So in Left field, it's 315 to the corner, 331 to where the press box is out in left field, but it's 435 to straightaway center, out where that moss is. And right center field, it's 345, and then down the line where that tall wall is, it's just 311, as that one misses low to Cooper Witten. The count evens up at 1-1, or sorry, he gets ahead in the count 2-0. That one is fisted foul and out of play towards Jacob's Restaurant here at Arnold Field. The Blues and Stompers haven't played each other since before 2020. That's the latest I could find accurate statistics for either team. As that one misses just low. Count runs full to Cooper Witten, who struck out swinging in the first inning, as that one is swung on and missed. Cooper Witten will go packing for the second time this game. So it'll be Nico Button. Good bounce back inning here from Looney as a left-handed reliever gets warmed up in the Stompers bullpen. Gave up 7 runs on 5 hits. 5 of those RBIs came from Jariah Lewis, as that one misses outside on the slider to Nico Button. 5 of those 7 runs came on a Jariah Lewis triple and a Bryson Hoyer 3 RBI double. That one misses up and away, 2-0. That one misses outside, and quickly it's a 3-0 count to the 5-hitter, tonight's catcher, Nico Button. 3-0 swinging and missing on the off-speed. The pitch swung on and lined over the head of the third baseman, Holy, and that he's trying to stretch out a double, and he will stand up safely. As Nico Button has his first hit of the day, the first hit of this inning for the San Luis Obispo Blues, and it'll be Brendan Comerford, who had an RBI single in the first. Comerford has struggled a little bit to get his average up as he's batting 200, but the slugging has been there. 5 doubles and a triple, as well as 8 RBIs. He has more doubles than he does singles, as that one is a called strike. Comerford playing third today. We've seen him play everywhere in the infield, from third to short, second even, and he's played first base yesterday, as that one is fisted into shallow center field. The second baseman, Ramos, will settle under it for the third out of the inning. So 1 hit, no runs, 1 left. The Blues still lead here in Sonoma on the Slow Blues streaming network. 6, 7, 8 for the Sonoma Stompers as they look to get some runs back. They trail here 7-1. It'll be Ben Giovanetti at the plate, the first baseman, followed by Jack Scary, and then another Jack Vannaccini. First pitch from Cody Albright is a called strike. Albright gave up his first earned run of the season in the first inning after Ramos hit a leadoff double and A.J. Carter hit a RBI single, as that one just misses. Count runs even to 1 ball and 1 strike to Giovanetti. Albright working exclusively from the stretch. That one misses outside. 2-1. That one is swung on and hit very well into right center field. It's going to get over the head of the right fielder, Witten. He'll have to field it under the scoreboard to throw in, and another leadoff double for the Sonoma Stompers. That's the second inning they've had a leadoff double. That ball was hit 97 miles per hour off the bat. Very identical to the start of the first inning as Elijah Ramos hit a double out into right center, or left center field. It was Ramos in the first inning as first pitch to Jack Scary is a called strike. Scary 2 for 13 on the season with a home run. Only RBIs from that home run. Swung on and missed on the 91-mile-an-hour fastball. And very quickly, Cody Albright is ahead in the count 2-0 to the 7-hitter. The 0-2 swung on and hit very softly at second. Hicksonball makes a barehanded play. The sidearm throw to Tollerman. What a play by Jake Hicksonball as he had to hurry to get that ball over to first base. He barehanded it. Made a really good throw. That ball was not hit hard, so he had to charge it. The runner does move over, so a productive out for Jack Scary as the other half of the Jack attack, Jack Vannaccini, steps in. A really good play there by Jake Hicksonball to keep runners off the corners and no outs. Albright goes back to work, throws the changeup. 79 miles an hour for a first pitch strike. Blues looking to keep their lead at 6 here in the bottom of the second inning from Arnold Park here in Sonoma, California. The 0-1 misses upstairs. 1-1. Blues infield is back, not worried about the runner at third. Cody Albright in a strikeout or pop-out situation as that one is fouled down the third baseline. And Albright gets ahead in the count 1-2. Like I mentioned, it's a strikeout situation. He would love to get a strikeout, face the 9-hitter Trent Abel, who waits patiently on deck with 2 outs, and try to keep that runner from scoring from third. Here's the pitch. That one is swung on and hit past Comerford at third base. That'll go down as a RBI single for Vannaccini. And it's now 7-2 here in Sonoma. Ball was not hit that hard. It just took a tough hop on Comerford. He was an in-between hop. And the base hit now has Trent Abel at the plate with 1 out and a runner on first. That one is chopped to Comerford, and he can't make the diving play to his left. It'll make its way to Hoyer and left field. Back-to-back base hits from the 8 and 9 hitters. First and second now for top of the order and Elijah Ramos, who had a double and later scored his first time up. Got not hit all that hard. It was just chopped through the 5-6 hole. And Comerford laid out to try to make the play, but was unsuccessful. Cody Albright now has to work out of this one-out jam as the first pitch is a 86-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. Righty-on-righty matchup as Elijah Ramos has a slightly open stance from that right-handed batter's box as that one is fouled back and off the glove of Nico Button. Quickly, it's 0-2. Albright looking for a strikeout or a ground out. Ground out would most likely end this inning as Hicksonbaugh and Vannancini talk it over there at second. Hicksonbaugh holding Vannancini on. Now Hicksonbaugh will get back to his spot at second base. A pitch swung on and miss for the first strikeout of the day for Cody Albright. And now there are 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second inning. A.J. Carter, who had an RBI base hit his last time up, and a full count, will look to do some damage and get the Stompers really back in this game as they gave up a 7th spot in the top half of the first inning. First pitch to him is fouled back to the screen. Carter with a very stood-up stance from that left-handed batter's box. Brings the bat up, twitches the elbows. Albright comes, the stride and load. That one is swung on and fisted out to Gavin Constantine in shallow left center field for the 3rd out of the inning. The Stompers get another run back on 3 hits. They strand 2 batters. It's 7-2 here on the SLO Blues streaming network. Tollerman, Hicksonbaugh, and Constantine due up 7-8-9 for the Blues as they lead 7-2 in the top of the 3rd inning. Tollerman takes a first pitch off speed at 76 miles an hour for a ball. Looney back out there for his 3rd inning of work after giving up 7 runs in the first and then only facing 4 batters in the second as that off speed is in the dirt. 2-0. 11 hits so far in just 2 innings of baseball between both teams. as Tollerman takes a 2-0 change-up at the knees. 2-1. Tollerman looking to get something going here, as that one is a called strike. The Stompers team is not a team that you can ever count out. Talked about it a little bit in the first inning, but they've put up monstrous amount of runs. A lot of double-digit games, a 32-run game last weekend as Tollerman swings and misses at the slider from Looney for the first strikeout of this inning as in steps Jake Hicksenbaugh.
That is number 5 for one whiffer, Jake Hicksenbaugh.
Something they do here in Sonoma is a wine whiffer is what they call it. So there's a certain batter in the opposing team's lineup, and if they strike out, everybody at the ballpark gets $1 wine. Tonight that batter is Jake Hicksenbaugh. We were joking about it a little bit before the game as he takes strike 1. He's telling me that none of the fans here are going to be happy because he is not going to strike out today. We'll see if he holds true as he takes that one outside. Count evens up at 1 apiece. Hicksenbaugh's been playing pretty good so far this summer as he takes a pitch upstairs. Him and E.J. Royal early in the season were a nice 1-2 punch at the top of the lineup. Hicksenbaugh is batting .333 with a .470 on base as that one is fouled right into the dugout of Sonoma, and a good job ducking there by their manager, getting out of the way. Hicksenbaugh, 7 hits, just 1 extra base hit, but he has 5 walks, 2 hit by pitches. He's getting on base in any way possible, and then when he gets on base, he's stealing bags. As that one is called strike 3 to Jake Hicksenbaugh. And $1 wine for the fans.
$1 off for the rest of the inning.
That was a very good pitch there. 22 inches of horizontal break. The good slider there from Looney. First pitch to Constantine. Similar spot, called a ball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Looney as he's gotten better every inning we've seen him as ball 2 is low to Constantine. Constantine hits a hard hit ball into right center field. It's going to get down for a 2-out extra base hit. Constantine is chugging around second. Rene Regalato's giving him the wave to third. It's going to be a close play. The throw is on line. The tag is in there. Rene Regalato does not think so. But the call currently is an out. It was very close there. At third, the home plate umpire had to make his way over. And there will be no argue from the SLO Blues. So a double, and then he's caught running, trying to take third base. We'll take a short break in between innings here on the SLO Blues streaming network. Heart of the order due up for the Sonoma Stompers. It'll be Kyler Zakowski, Tyler Hawley, and Paul Contreras. Albright goes out there for his third inning of work. He's given up 2 runs on 5 hits up to this point. I mentioned Albright had no earned runs coming to this game, so the Stompers tacking on his first 2 of the summer as he steps off. There was a kid from one of the in-game promotions here in Sonoma just trying to find his way off the field, but the first pitch now is fouled back to Zakowski, who was hit by a pitch and then was one of 2 outs in an inning-ending double play in the first inning. That one misses in the dirt and squirts away from Nico Button. Zakowski just 2 for 15 so far this summer. One of his 2 hits is a double, as that one is swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Button. Also has 5 walks. A pretty decent on-base percentage. For the 3-hitter today, Kyler Zakowski. Winding the pitch in the dirt, good block by Button. Zakowski goes to Creighton. As that one is a cold strike, 3 at the knees. Cody Albright has his 2nd strikeout of the day, and that victim is Kyler Zakowski. Now it'll be Tyler Hawley. We're at number 32 today from Fullerton. Was a freshman this last season. Originally from La Verne, California. First pitch to him is outside. Played in 20 games this last season at Fullerton. 13 starts. 44 at bats. He had just 5 hits, a home run and 2 RBIs, 18 strikeouts, a 114 average. So that one is swung on and missed. A big swing and a miss from the Titan infielder. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. The righty chokes up a little bit on his bat, takes a fastball, low and away. One thing that makes Albright so dominant is how much movement he has on that fastball. He's not throwing it at a super high velocity. He's sitting at the high 80s. Will sometimes push 90 and 91. But 21 inches of vertical break on that last fastball as that one is fouled back. 20 on that one, as well as a few inches of horizontal break. Really just hard to hit when that ball is breaking every which way. And he mixes in that slider that doesn't move a ton. It actually moves a little less than the fastball. It just moves differently. Moves more horizontally rather than vertically. Then you see that slow changeup in the mid-70s, and it's just a big velocity difference. That one is way out in front, and it is hit down the left field line and foul. Just foul, as it just snuck over, or to the left, I should say, of that left field foul pole. As that ball was not hit all that hard, but it's not that far out there to that left field wall. As Hawley will retrieve his bat and walk back to the batter's box with what ends up just being a long strike. The wind is pretty quiet right now, at least out in dead center field. Flag's just waving a little bit backwards towards the crossing on the mountain in center field as that one is fouled back into the parking lot. will do the 2-2 pitch again. I already mentioned the odd dimensions of this ballpark. So it's 435 to dead center, and it's built like a square. He's only had one person hit it to the vines out there in center. As that one is swung on and missed by Tyler Hawley, and that's another strikeout victim for Cody Albright. It's Tyler Hawley this time, and in steps Paul Contreras, who grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. I was mentioning that center field wall all the way out there with the flag and the Mike Thompson sign. With the vines out there, only one person has ever hit it to the vines in a game. That player, Jose Canseco. That one is a called strike. That one misses outside. The 1-1 misses low. Canseco did that when he was 51 years old. This was back in June of 2015, actually on this day in 2015. That's kind of a fun fact. As that one is hit really well out into left center field. Ranging back is Lewis, and that's going to be over his head. A solo home run from Paul Contreras. 394 feet. That ball was crushed. Good way for him to get back on track after grounding into that double play to end that first inning rally they had going. And it's now 7-3 here in Sonoma. As he trots around the bag, gives his third base coach a high five, and now it'll be Ben Giovanetti. So Canseco grew up here in Sonoma where the Stompers play. In that game on the 15th in 2015, the Stompers won 6-2 to bring the record to 7-1, but Canseco wasn't a huge contributor as he went 0 for 4 with a pair of groundouts and 2 flyouts. One of those flyouts, though, was all the way to the vines out there in center field. That one is a called ball, 1-1. That one goes in between the legs of Button. Canseco also played in their game on the 16th and participated in their home run derby that they had. But they said in this article posted by the Sonoma Stompers, because that one is in the dirt again, 3-1, that he was showing off his power during batting practice as he was hitting a ton of home runs, especially out to left field, as Canseco is a right-handed batter, so pulling those balls down the line and past the trees out in left field. I know you guys can't see them, but is the Sonoma Veterans Hall, as that one is low for ball 4. And according to this article, multiple balls were hit all the way to the Veterans Hall. It's probably 450 feet from here. Showing off the power. Now back-to-back base runners, you could say, after the 2 strikeouts from Albright. Seven to 3 is out. First pitch is popped up very high and playable. Constantine calls everyone off and makes the third out of the inning. 1 run on 1 hit. It was a home run from Paul Contreras. We will be right back. I'm Ryan Giacomini on the Slow Blues Streaming Network. Welcome back to the Slow Blues Streaming Network. I'd like to remind you that this inning is brought to you by Richardson, the official hat of the CCL. See both teams in this game wearing those hats as the first pitch to Bryson Hoyer. The leadoff man is taken for a ball, and then he fouls that one into the parking lot. Hoyer already been on base twice. He walked and scored in the first, and then later in the first, he had a 3 RBI double and was stranded. There's a new pitcher for the Sonoma Stompers, but he's not on their lineup as check swing, they appeal. No, he did not. 3-1. We'll try to figure out who the new pitcher is and get you some information on him, but for now, he's just the big lefty number 38. That one is fouled back over the press box. Full count as Max Lane waits on deck. Hoyer came into this game with just one RBI, and he had 3 his last time at the plate. 3-2 is fouled into just over the bullpen, I should say, of the Sonoma Stompers. The sun starts to set behind where we are sitting as ball 4 is in the dirt to Hoyer, and he's on base for the 3rd time today. It'll be Max Lane, who has a base hit and a ground out. Kind of casts these weird shadows on the field. Might make it a little hard for these batters to see the ball as it transitions between the shadows from the tree and the light that peeks through. But one thing that's nice about Sonoma is it's a pretty neutral colored backdrop. Makes it relatively easy to see the ball as that one is half swung back to the screen. Lane takes the second pitch up high, 86-mile-an-hour fastball from the new pitcher. Tons of movement on that fastball. Swung on a miss on the high heat, just outside of the strike zone, but looked too good to Max Lane, and he falls behind 1-2. The speedy Jariah Lewis waiting on deck. Lane, the designated hitter today. Runner goes. Misses high, the throw down to second, not in time. A stolen base for Bryson Hoyer. Now there's a runner in scoring position with nobody out as Hoyer has his first stolen base of the summer. It was a pretty good throw by the catcher, just a little to the left side of the bag, and the second baseman, Ramos, had to come all the way across to make the tag and was unsuccessful. Count runs even, 2-2. The runner on second. The pitch misses high, full count. See if the new pitcher, number 38, comes in with a challenge pitch or not. Here with a base open, Max Lane, who's already done a little bit of damage. He does have Jariah Lewis on deck, who has a 2 RBI triple. That one is swung and fouled back. We'll do the 3-2 again. The ball boy runs onto the field, gets the ball, tosses it to the umpire. Pretty good crowd here, filling in Sonoma. The grandstands behind home plate, the wine lounge and beer garden down the left field line, and then the champagne club as well. A few group events. Hoyer jumps out, takes an extra step. That one misses high, ball 4. 2 on and nobody out for Jariah Lewis. Lewis, as I mentioned, already has a triple in today's game. Trying to extend this lead, the Stompers have scored runs in every inning, just 1 run every time. The first inning it was a double and then an RBI single. In the second inning it was a double and then another RBI single. And in the third inning it was a Paul Contreras home run that was hit just shy of 400 feet. To make it a 7-3 ball game. The Blues still lead after that massive 7 spot in the first inning. Just joining us, it went Bryson Hoyer led off and had a walk, followed by Max Lane with a base hit, Jariah Lewis with a bases clearing triple. Cooper went and struck out. Nico Button had a walk. Brendan Comerford an RBI base hit. As the pitch, Jariah squares the bunt and pulls it back. Comerford had an RBI base hit. Tullerman had a base hit. Hicksonball had a hard hit ball to left that was caught. Constantine was hit by a pitch. Bryson Hoyer came up for the second time with the bases loaded and hit a bases clearing double, and then Max Lane grounded out to end that inning. So 7 runs in the first, but none since as the runner takes off for third. Broken bat pop-up. The runners are going to have to get back or it's going to be a double play, and that it will be a double play. Now there are 2 outs and just the 1 runner on base after the broken bat pop-up from Jariah Lewis. A piece of firewood for the hotel room tonight, as we'll be back here in Sonoma tomorrow. Same time for first pitch, 6:05. We got a little late start here today at 6:11 p.m. Pretty common in the California Collegiate League. A lot of teams do some pregame festivities as that one misses outside, including the anthem and first pitch, things of that nature. So usually we get out to a little bit of a late start. Steps the tall Cooper Winton. That one is a called strike, 1-1. Now it just stands Max Lane on base over at first base after the 3-6 double play from Jariah Lewis. His time is called, and the trainer and the manager are coming out to check on this new pitcher who we still don't know the name of. He is a lefty, and he is wearing number 38. Those are two things I can tell you for certain. Now I've just figured out who the pitcher is. It's Brady Carvalho. Graduated class of 2023, as they're going to give Brady some pitches to make sure he's okay, as the trainer and manager stand close by. Manager Zach Pace, entering his fourth season, as the Stompers manager. Pace was a very successful player for the San Rafael Pacifics in the Pacific Association, where they won 3 Pacific Association championships while he was on the team. In his 2014 season, he hit for .312, stole 76 bases in his time there, drew 285 walks with a career .276 batting average, so a solid hitter. He also attended Sonoma State and recently coached there. And that one to Witten is taken for a strike. That's strike 2, as Brady is all good and back on the mound, continuing to deal. Nico Bunn waits on deck with his shin guard still on, hoping to get a chance this inning with Witten at the plate, but behind 1-2. Max Lane takes off. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Runner does not matter, as that is the end of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th. The Blues still lead 7-3. I'm Ryan Giacomini on the San Luis Obispo Streaming Network. Welcome back, as we just had an exciting half of an inning. in between innings, I should say. I'll tell you all about it right after I tell you who's at the plate. It's Nico Vannicini, the catcher. He takes a ball, and the count evens up at 1-1. We were sitting here, me and AJ, our stats guy, and they do what was it, the margarita mashup, I believe, where they have two people go in these rubber balls or like inflatable balls, and they run into each other. And we were sitting here, and the public address announcer here, Trey, announced that Nico Calancini, as that one is hit on the ground to third, Comerford makes the play and throws it over to first for the first out of the inning. The PA guy announced that Nico Calancini, the assistant general manager for the San Luis Obispo Blues, was going to be one of the people in the balls, and AJ and I sprinted over there. We got a video of it. I'm sure you might see it on social media here in the coming days. It's SLO Blues CCL on both Twitter and Instagram. It was quite the experience we just had as that one misses outside for ball one to Trent Abel. Abel had a base hit his last time up and then was stranded. He hits that one not super well out to left. Hoyer camps under it and makes the grab for the second out of the inning. And the lineup flips back over to Elijah Ramos, who has a double and has struck out, the first strikeout victim to Cody Albright, who is back out there for his fourth inning of work.
Up next at bat is number 41, Elijah Ramos.
Albright, like I mentioned, last time he pitched, he was on a 80 pitch count. Right now he's at 61 as that one misses for a ball. 1-0. 38 strikes to 24 balls for Albright. That one misses away. 2-0. Lots of fun things going on here in Sonoma. That fastball from Albright misses for ball three. He falls behind 3-0. Albright letting a little go on the velocity to find the control. That one was 87. That's the slowest fastball we've seen from him all day. That one called strike at the knees. That one 88. 3-1 to the leadoff batter, Elijah Ramos. Ramos hits that ball high and deep into left field, and Hoyer can't make the grab. He does make the grab. What a play by Bryson Hoyer. I never saw it go into his glove. I thought it got over his head, and that'll be the third out of the inning. They go down in order, and the Blues will come up to bat here on the SLO Blues streaming network. back here in Sonoma, as the Blues maintain a 4-run lead over the Sonoma Stompers. I'd like to remind you that this inning is brought to you by Apex Technical Sales. Apex Technical Sales, we are here to make you successful. You can contact them at 805-238-1404 or online at www.glenair-apex.com. Again, Glenair Apex Technical Sales. We are here to make you successful. As that one is hit on the ground, foul. 87 off the bat, just hit straight into the ground, and the count will even up at 1 apiece to the catcher, Nico Button. Comerford waits on deck, and Tollerman, the first baseman, is in the hole. Those are the three due up for the San Luis Obispo Blues. Like I mentioned, they're ahead here in the top of the 5th inning, 7-3, looking to extend that lead as swing and a miss on a changeup from the new pitcher, Connor Keeney. Keeney, a 6'4", 180-pound righty from St. Mary's College of California, going to be going into his senior year. As that one is hit hard up the middle for a base hit. Nico Button's on base for the 3rd time today with a leadoff knock. And it comes Brendan Comerford. Keeney originally from Rancho Santa Fe, California. A big righty up there on the mound. Looking to keep this at a 4-run ball game. First pitch to Comerford is a swing and a miss. 76 miles per hour. Keeney was the all-NE SCAC second team. That one is swung on and popped it to right field. Camping under it is Zakowski. He'll take a few steps into his right for the the first out of the inning. Getting ahead of myself here on the flyout. So Tollerman will now step in. Comerford goes down for the 2nd time today. He's now 1 for 3. Tollerman, a rather tall man, as his last name suggests, with a super wide batting stance as he takes ball 1. Keeney this last season with the Gales posted a 9 ERA, gave up 7 earned runs in 7 innings. 400 opponent batter average. Tollerman hits that ball well down the left field line. It's hooking and it's foul. Tollerman didn't get all of that ball, but it's not all that deep out to left field, and I think that one actually got over the fence directly to the left of the left field foul pole. As Hickson ball goes and retrieves the bat and gives it to Tollerman, and it ends up being a 291-foot strike. So count evens up at 1 apiece. The aces are free. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out with a runner on first base. As that one is hit the other way, towards the other foul pole, hooking away from Zakowski. He will not be able to get there. That one hit 288 feet, almost an identical distance, just hit to the exact opposite side of the field. Runner on first is Nico Button, who led off this inning with a base hit. Tollerman grounds that one back up the middle to the second baseman, Ramos. He flips it over to Abel, back to first base, and Giovanetti for a 4-6-3 double play and an inning-ending double play. We will head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's still 7-3 here in Sonoma, California. I'm Ryan Giacomini on the Slow Blues Streaming Network. After the Blues go down in order, it'll be the Stompers 2-3-4 due up as Cody Albright's back out there and the first pitch changeup. You don't see that too often from Albright. For this game, he had only clocked 3 in his 13 innings of work. But he throws one there as the first pitch to A.J. Carter, and then Carter fists that one out of play off to the left. Quickly 0-2. Albright has done a pretty good job so far. He's given up some loud contact, but kept the Stompers at just 3 runs. Been working really well with this 7-3 lead. As he throws ball 1 to A.J. Carter. Two one misses outside. A.J. Carter, the 6'1" lefty from San Mateo College, hometown, just about an hour, a little over an hour drive from here. And Hayward, as he fists that one to Comerford at third, and he will catch it on the fly for the first out of the inning.
Up to bat number 15.
Comerford's been getting a decent amount of balls hit to him so far today. Line out there, a ground out in the last inning. A few ground balls that have snuck past him on either side, making him work over there at third base. Now it's Kyler Zakowski, who's hit by a pitch and then struck out looking. Takes that one for a delayed strike call on the slider from Cody Albright. Albright now thrown 70, that was his 73rd pitch and his 45th strike. He's ahead in the count, 0-2 again. Back-to-back batters where he's ahead 0-2. Carter fouls that one back to the screen and he'll get another chance. 90 miles an hour. Not seeing any slow from Albright on the velocity side of things. That one had a ton of vertical break, actually. I think that's the most I've seen so far today. Just fast with a lot of movement. It's hard to hit. Foul tipped into the glove of Nico Button for strike 3. Kyler Zakowski goes down swinging for the second time today, and he is just the fourth strikeout victim for Cody Albright today, who we've seen strike out tons of batters. Came into this game with 21 in 13 innings. It's an average of 14.5 per 9 innings. Over his 4 1/3 innings pitched. 2/3 innings pitched. Will now be Tyler Hawley, the third baseman. Also batting from the right side. Takes a first pitch off speed for a ball. Hawley, 7 for 18. That's a .388 average with a home run and 3 RBIs as that's fouled back to the screen. An 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Cody Albright looking to keep a 4-run lead. The Stompers are in what I call slam range, which is any lead 4 or less where you could hit a home run to either tie or take the lead. As swinging and missing for strike 2 is Tyler Hawley, and he finds himself behind 1-2 to Cody Albright. There's no action in the Blues bullpen, so Albright might get another one after this. He had an 80-pitch limit his last time out. So that one is swung on and fouled back to the screen behind home plate. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again. This will be Albright's 80th pitch right here. Looking to get his 5th strikeout of the day. Head of the count, 1-2. Here it is. Up and away, fastball. Nico Button liked the spot. A good setup pitch, because that one was pretty high. See what he does off of it. Doesn't throw the off speed a lot, but now wouldn't be a bad time. off speed or fastball in there for strike 3 called. The fish strikeout of the day for Cody Albright. And the Blues send the Sonoma Stompers packing in order. We will head to the top half of the 6th inning here on the SLO Blues streaming network. Hicksonball leading off the inning for the Blues. 8-9-1 due up. That one is fouled. It's directly behind us here, right next to the Blues dugout on the third baseline. Hicksonball 0 for 2. Line out and a strikeout. Swing and miss at that one. He quickly behind 0-2. Hicksonball has a few fans in the crowd today. Saw him talking to him a little bit before the game. That one is hit and off the glove of the second baseman as he makes a diving effort, and Hicksonball will have a base hit. His first hit of the day, and with that, means every batter in the Blues lineup except Cooper Witten has a hit. In steps Constantine, who last time hit a roped a ball, I should say, into the right center field gap, and with 2 outs tried to stretch a double into a triple and was thrown out at third on a bang-bang play. First pitch to him is a called strike from Connor Keeney. Back out there for his second inning of work after Looney started the game and threw 3 innings, and then Brady Carvalho threw 1 inning as Constantine asked for time. Constantine hit that double off of Brady Carvalho. It was the only hit that he gave up. Or actually, excuse me, that was off Looney as that one was fouled back as Hicksonball was on his way to second. Hicksonball leads this team in steals with 11. Threat to steal for sure as he will slowly jog back to first and regain some wind. Constantine behind in the count 0-2. Hicksonball, pretty sizable lead off of first. Comes to the plate. Swung on and miss. A late decision there from Constantine, and he strikes out swinging for the first out of this inning. Be the top of the lineup now in Bryson Hoyer, who has walked twice, stole a bag, and had a 3 RBI double. Seeing the ball really well out of the hand of these Stompers pitchers. Few Blues fans traveling all the way down from San Luis Obispo to come watch as Hicksonball takes off. He doesn't get a great jump. The throw to second not in time. Hicksonbaugh has his 12th stolen base of this summer. As Bryson Hoyer gets ahead in the count, 1-0. Like I mentioned, not the greatest jump from Hicksonbaugh, but he made up for it with his speed. It's something that we actually didn't see that much coming into the season. Usually it was the opposite. He would get great jump, and with above average speed, he was able to get in there pretty easily. That time the opposite, as that one is fouled directly over us and the dugout into the street behind us. 1-1. Runner on second now and 1 out for Bryson Hoyer. Max Lane waiting on deck. The wind and the pitch. Called strike 2. To Bryson Hoyer. As I mentioned, has a 3 RBI double in this game. He's also walked twice, looking to put the ball somewhere in the outfield grass and allow Hicksonbaugh to either get to third or score here with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Pretty good movement on that changeup from Keeney. Hoyer did a good job of fouling it back and staying alive to see another pitch. That one is swung on and fouled at the plate. Again, 1-2. Fans really want to see Hicksonbaugh come around to score. Bryson Hoyer is going to hit a towering pop-up, I should say. Now it's a pop-out to the second baseman, Ramos, for the second out of this inning. That one was hit a mile in the sky. It was hit so high that TrackMan couldn't get the exit angle on it. That ball was smoked straight up in the air. Oh, a base hit from Hicksonbaugh to lead off this inning, and then a strikeout from Constantine and a pop-out from Bryson Hoyer, and now it'll be Max Lane to try to do it with 2 outs. He takes the first pitch off speed at 69 miles an hour for a strike. Lane, 1 for 2 on the day, a base hit, a ground out, and a walk. He scored in the first inning on that base hit after Jariah Lewis stands on deck, hit a 2 RBI triple. Takes a second pitch, same speed at 69 miles an hour at the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Hicksonbaugh, a very big lead, dancing out there. Catcher thought about throwing it over to second and try to backpick Hicksonbaugh, but it dropped out of his glove. Count runs to 1-2 for Max Lane. Lane standing in the right-handed batter's box, awaiting the pitch. Here it is. Swung on and hit hard into the right center field gap. That's going to get down. Hicksonbaugh's going to score. Lane is rounding first, heading for second. He's going to have an RBI double. Max Lane and Jake Hicksonbaugh switch places as he hits the floss out there at second base after his double. As his double celebration. A good piece of hitting there for Max Lane. 95 miles an hour off the bat. And the first run for the SLO Blues since the first inning comes on an RBI double. Now Jariah Lewis is up to the plate with a runner on second and Max Lane, who just legged out a double. Looking to do some more damage here in the top half of the 6th inning. That one misses low in the dirt to Jariah Lewis. Still a beautiful day here at the ballpark as the sun sets. 75 degrees, sunny, as the lights start to turn on here at Arnold Field. Jariah waits and takes a strike at the knees. Good pitch there from Keeney. That one caught right on the black of the strike zone, according to TrackMan. 1-1 to Jiraiya. Jiraiya 1 for 3. A triple. That brought in 2 RBIs, a pop out and a double play. As he swings and misses at that one, it gets past the catcher, and Max Lane will move up to third on the wild pitch. Jiraiya falls behind in the count, 1-2. Keeney trying to work out of this inning with just giving up the 1 run, but Max Lane looms on third just 90 feet away. As that one's hit hard on the ground right at the first baseman. A good stop by Giovanetti, and he'll touch the bag himself for the third out of the inning. Blues get a run, though, on 2 hits. They strand 1 at third base. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning here in Sonoma. I'm Ryan Giacomini on the SLO Blues streaming network. Back here in Sonoma. It's now an 8-3 ball game after the Blues get another run in the 6th. Cody Albright goes back out there for his 6th inning of work. Paul Contreras comes in, who blasted a solo home run his last time up over the left center field wall. Almost got 400 feet out there as that one misses up. 2-0. Albright's going to work around him a little bit after seeing all that power that Contreras has with that yellow bat standing in the right-handed batter's box. That one misses inside, and quickly it's 3-0. Albright, over that pitch limit we talked about that he had last time, is a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning to Paul Contreras. Puts a runner on first. There is a pitcher getting loose, a lefty in the Blues bullpen. Can't tell the number from where we're sitting. But for now, it's Albright on the mound, who's done a really good job, especially in the last 2 innings, giving up no base runners and striking out 2 batters as a first pitch fastball is a called strike at the letters. To Ben Giovanetti, who has a double and a walk in this ball game. Albright almost hits the back foot of Giovanetti. That one, ball, 1-1. 1-1 in the dirt. Good block by the wall back there, Nico Button. 75-mile-an-hour slider from Cody Albright. Albright nearing that 100 pitch mark. He's at 88 as he steps off. As Paul Contreras got a extra big lead over there at first with Tollerman holding him on. Other than that, the infield is pretty squared away as that's a double play ball. Constantine flips it to Hicksonball to first. Double play. Good play there by Constantine to charge that ball. Glove flip it over to second base. Hicksonball threw it over to Tollerman. A routine 6-4-3 double play. Now it's Jack Scary with nobody on and 2 outs. Like I mentioned, Albright, this will be his 90th pitch, the most we've seen any Blues pitcher throw this summer. As that one misses low for a ball. That one is fouled and hits Nico Button. Albright still out there dealing. Gonna battle now with Jack Scary as that one misses outside. Just a few pitchers stretching in the Stompers bullpen, so it looks like we'll see Keeney for another inning. That one is swung on and hit very well, but to dead center, the 435 sign, and Ryan Lewis will drop it in center field. Luckily, Jack Scary wasn't running all that hard, and he only got a one base out of it, but that'll go down as a E8. Mistakes that you just cannot have this deep into the summer from Jariah Lewis out there in center. Now it's Jake Mancini, the runner on first. First pitch is a fastball that misses low. Been a strike all day, but called a ball there by the home plate umpire. That one misses up above the letters. 1-1. Jariah Lewis just getting a little too ahead of himself with 2 outs. He was underneath that ball for about a second and then dropped it. That one, same spot as the first pitch, a called strike. 2-1. Hopefully that does not come back to bite the Blues here. That one misses inside, 3-1. Winan the pitch. Strike 2 called as Mancini, the catcher, was walking down to first base. It's going to be an awkward conversation when he gets back in the squat. The next half inning. 3-2, 2 outs. The runner will go. Throw over to first. Not in time, but very close. As the runner, Scary, did not slide, and Tollerman just slapped the tag on. The 3-2. Here it is. Strike 3 called at the knees. And the air will not come back to bite the Blues in the top half of, or the bottom half of the 6th inning, I should say. It remains 8-3 here on the Slow Blues streaming network. Welcome back to Arnold Field. That'll be Cooper Witten to lead off. I'd like to remind you that this half inning, as Cooper Witten drives a base hit into left field on the first pitch he sees, and officially every Blues batter in the starting lineup has a hit. Cooper Witten struck out 3 times previously, but jumped on that first pitch from Connor Keeney, drew a drive to base hit into left field. I want to mention that this half inning is brought to you by Studio Design Group Architects. You find them at 762 Higuera Street in Suite 212 in San Luis Obispo, or online at www. As that first pitch is grounded to second, just goes to 1 for the fielder's choice, as Cooper Witten moves up to second on the 4-3 putout. Studio Design Group Architects. You can find them on the web at www.sdgarchitects.com. Studio Design Group Architects. For 40 years, we've designed buildings with one thing in mind: people. Both of the batters here early in this inning swinging at the first pitch. It'll be Comerford who takes the first pitch of the inning for a ball outside. Comerford swings and misses at that off-speed pitch in the dirt. 1-1. Comerford 1 for 3, a base hit, a fly out, and a pop out. Also had an RBI on that base hit. That one came in the first inning at that 7 spot. That one, he's way out in front of the changeup. Fouls it towards the first base dugout. 1-2. Right on second, 1 out. 1-2 the count to Brendan Comerford. Comerford batting just 2 for 17 in CCL play with an RBI. He takes that one in the dirt for a ball. Really good take there after swinging at back-to-back changeups. Pitch from Keeney. Swung on and popped. Possibly in play. It looks like it's going to be in play for the third baseman, Hawley, and he will take a few steps back to his left and make the out. Make the catch, I should say, for the second out. Now it's Tullerman with 2 outs and a runner on second. Good opportunity for Tullerman to pick up his first RBI of the day. And his 5th RBI of the season. That one is a called strike at the knees. The runner on second is Cooper Witten, who's ready to take off with his speed on any base hit. The 0-1. Swung on and popped up in the infield right at the second baseman, Ramos. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So the leadoff single, runner gets over to second but is stranded there. We will stretch here in Sonoma. I'm Ryan Giacomini on the Slow Blues Streaming Network.
The home plate umpire, my good
Welcome back to Sonoma, where Cody Albright's day is done after 6 dominant innings of pitching. His final line score will be 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, with 6 strikeouts. Really good outing for Albright, but he did give up his first 3 earned runs of the season. Bumps his inning count up to 19, which leads all Blues pitchers, As for the Stompers, it'll be 9-1-2. Trent Abel, Elijah Ramos, and A.J. Carter due up. As the new pitcher for the Blues is Jack Sand. Sand making his second appearance. That one is a ball at 84 miles per hour. Sand in his first appearance threw 1 inning, gave up a hit, no runs, and struck out 2 batters. The lefty with the off-speed pitch misses, and he's behind in the count 2-0. To Trent Abel, who's 1 for 2 on the day with a base hit and a flyout. 2-0 swung on and chopped into the Blues dugout. Even giving up those 3 runs, Albright's ERA is only a 1.42 as that one is sky down into left field. Witten will take a few steps back and then to his left and camp under it for the first out of the inning. An F9 to start the inning. It's pretty impressive stuff that Albright's able to give up 3 runs and still have an ERA under 1.5. That's ridiculous stuff from Albright, who, like I mentioned, leads his teams in innings pitched, and it's not close. The next closest guy is Jackson Howell, and he has 12. Albright just finished his 6-inning outing, and now he has 19. First pitch to the one-hitter, Elijah Ramos, is in the dirt for a ball. Sand going to the off-speed a lot here early in his appearance. Ramos, 1 for 3 on the day, had a leadoff double after the Blues put up 7 runs in the top half of the first. That one misses inside, 2-0. He would later score 1 of 3 runs that the Stompers have scored. That one misses outside, and quickly it's 3-0. Jack Sand trying to find his location here early. The 3-0, get me over fastball, misses for ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Elijah Ramos as A.J. Carter, a lefty at the plate.
Up to bat next, number 19, A.J. Carter.
A.J. Carter batting from the left side with the all-white apparel. The Stompers rocking their white home uniforms today with the blue lettering and orange numbers, but as well he has the white helmet and the white shin guard, the white cleats. Only thing that's not white is his belt. It is a navy blue belt. And also some black batting gloves. Sand takes a long look over at first. That pitch misses outside. Good job by Button to stop it. Sand comes set with his red glove. The pitch swung on and missed. There's too much speed for A.J. Carter to handle. So now 2-1. That one misses outside, 3-1. This game here, one of 6 games being played in the CCL today. The Alameda Merchants and the Walnut Creek Crawdads played against each other earlier today. 1-12 start as the throw over to first is not in time. The Walnut Creek Crawdads came out on top, 12-3. top of the 9th inning. The Santa Barbara Foresters lead the Arroyo Seco Saints 12-11 at Eddie Matthews Field in Santa Barbara. Bottom of the 6th, the Caneo Oaks lead the Academy Barons 4-3 as that one is swung on and hit hard through the left side for a base hit. 93 miles an hour off the bat of A.J. Carter, and he will be the second base runner of this inning for the Stompers. First and second with one out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Time is called by catcher as Button's going to go out and talk to Sand. Some more scores. I mentioned that Oaks are up on the Barons 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th at the MLB Urban Youth Academy down in Compton. In the bottom of the 5th, the Menlo Park Legends are beating the San Francisco Seals 2-0 in San Bruno. And in the top of the 3rd, the San Diego Sunrays are beating the OC Riptide 3-1 at Irvine Great Park. So your out-of-town scoreboard. That one is a off-speed that misses. 1-0. A lot of balls so far early here for Sand. Would like to find the strike zone. He's thrown 14 pitches, 10 of which have been balls. That one is a called strike. Would love to live there all day at 85 miles an hour right on the outside part of the plate to Kyler Zakowski. Zakowski 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He was hit by pitch in the first inning. Hitting just 2 for 15 early in this summer ball season. One misses inside. Another off-speed pitch, a changeup. Excuse me, maybe a slider. 20 inches of horizontal break and 8 inches of vertical. Do what you will with that pitch. Call it what you like. That one is swung on and fouled back to the screen. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Off speed got him out in front for the second out of the inning. Kyler Zawiski will go down swinging. His third strikeout of the day, and it'll be Tyler Hawley, who also has a pair of strikeouts on the day. Sand got an out on a fly out and then a walk, a base hit, and a strikeout, and 2 on and 2 outs for the 4-hitter, Hawley. Hawley takes off-speed pitch right at his knees, but inside for ball 1. The Blues are down in Sonoma today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's game is a 6:05 first pitch as that is fouled back to the screen. 1-1. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, the Stompers will be visiting the Blues in San Luis Obispo. Both of those games will be a 6 o'clock start with gates opening at 5. If you want to come out to that game, you can buy tickets online at bluesbaseball.com. That's bluesbaseball.com to buy single, or you have 10-game ticket options. As that one is a called strike as Button drops it, but no avail from the runners. Blues have a five-game homestand coming up after they head back from Sonoma on Sunday. 2 against Stompers on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we welcome in for the first time this season the San Diego Sunrays on Friday. And then another new team, the San Francisco Seagulls, on Saturday and Sunday, with Saturday being a 4 o'clock start time for Mimosa Saturday, or Froze Saturday, excuse me, and then a 2 o'clock start time for Mimosa Sunday. Right now it's Saturday and we're here in Sonoma. It's an 8-3 ball game. The Blues lead. 2 on, 2 outs, 2 strikes, 2 balls for number 32, Tyler Hawley. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Jack Sand works out of the inning, and it is still 8-3. Here in Sonoma, they get 2 base runners, but they strand them both. I'm Ryan Giacomini on the Slow Blues Streaming Network. Eight-3 ball game here in Sonoma. Top of the 8th inning. It'll be Jake Hicksabaugh leading off. I'd like to remind you that this inning is brought to you by Plan Perfect. You can contact Cherie Tollerman at 949-223-8397 or online at www.planperfectretirement.com. For more information, that's Plan Perfect, corporate retirement plan specialists. Hicksabaugh takes the second pitch down, 2-0, or 1-1, excuse me. Hicksabaugh 1 for 3, a line out, a strikeout looking, and a base hit. He would come around and score on that base hit. That one misses inside, 2-1. A corner outfielder that's playing second today. We saw it last summer. He was playing a little bit of infield. Then they transitioned him to a left fielder. We saw him play left field to start the season, and now they're transitioning him back as that one is hit on the ground right at the first baseman, Giovanetti, and he will touch the bat himself for the first out of the inning. Now Gavin Constantine steps in, who's 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, swing and a miss on a big looping breaking ball at 70 miles an hour. He was hit by a pitch that actually gave him an RBI as the bases were loaded, and later scored. In the third, he hit a double and tried to stretch it out into a triple as that one's hit well on a line to left field for his second base hit of the game. Constantine now has a pair of knocks in this game. Was looking to get some insurance runs as now he flips it over to the top of the order for Bryson Hoyer. That's the 12th hit for the Blues. They're doing a good job putting bat on ball contact and finding some outfield grass. An extra half step from Constantine. A throw over is just not in time. Hoyer Fouls that one off his foot, right under that shin guard he has on his right leg. Umpire makes sure he's okay. And Hoyer says, I am, and steps back into the box. Hoyer 1 for 2. Walked in the first and scored. Had a 3 RBI double also in the first. A walk and a stolen base in the fourth, and then a pop out, another throw over to check on Constantine. Constantine has just 1 stolen base so far this summer, but he's shown off his speed. Fastball, 84 miles an hour for a called strike 2. Hoyer falls behind in the count. Takes a small step up in the box, takes that one outside. 1 and 2. For just joining us, the Blues put up 7 runs in the first inning. Throw over to first, just not in time. Blues put up 7 runs in the first against the starter Tyler Looney, and then the Stompers are trying to claw their way back. They had 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third. Haven't scored since. And then the Blues had a run in the 7th as that one is fouled directly behind the dugout. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Cody Albright was the starter for the Blues, who gave up all 3 runs, but he threw pretty good, gave up just those 3 runs in 6 innings, 6 strikeouts. Jack Sand came in to relieve him last inning, gave up 2 base runners, but was able to work out of it. Swung on a miss by Bryson Hoyer. He will strike out for the first time today here in the 8th inning, and now it'll be Max Lane.
Up to that is Max Lane.
Hoyer will head back to the dugout and give some information about the pitcher to his teammates Lane and Lewis. The kids here hoping Jariah Lewis will hit a, quote, bomber. Jariah waits on deck, but first it's Max Lane who will try to do just that. So he gets ahead in the count 1-0 to Patrick Atkinson. He's the new pitcher here in this inning for the Stompers as that one misses inside. Atkinson from the University of Hawaii Hilo. This is his 4th appearance. 1-0 record. In his 3 games, he's thrown 3 innings as the runner goes, swing and a miss. The throw in time. Bryson Hoyer caught stealing to end the inning. We will head to the bottom of the 8th. It is still 8-3. I'm Ryan Giacomini on the SLO Blues Streaming Network. Jack Sandback out there for the San Luis Obispo Blues, and he'll have to face Paul Contreras first, who already has a home run in this ball game with that bright yellow bat up there at the plate. He takes ball one. After Contreras, it'll be Giovanetti and then Jack Scary. 5, 6, 7 due up. That one misses up at 83 miles an hour from the lefty Jack Sand. The red mitt out there in the gold and yellow shoes, as that one is a called strike. Almost the same color yellow on his shoes as the bat for Contreras. Count is 2-1. Blues up 8-3. 12 hits to 7. Blues with 12. That one is fouled back to the screen. 2-2. Blues looking to keep this 5-run lead. That one misses outside. It would be a good bounce back win after taking a 9-2 loss last night to the Foresters down in Santa Barbara. Blues have been doing a lot of traveling this week. The 3-2 misses inside for ball 4, and leadoff base runner. 2 straight walks for Contreras. A lot of traveling this week. They were down in Santa Barbara on Tuesday, then kept going south to Compton to play the Academy Barons, then traveled all the way back home on Thursday, and back down to Santa Barbara on Friday, back to San Luis Obispo on Friday night after the game, and then up to Sonoma for games today and tomorrow. But after this, they get a nice little break. So that one misses outside, as they'll be home for 5 games before having to head back to Northern California to play the Walnut Creek Crawdads. The 0-1 swung on a hit high, but not that deep into left field. Winton will move to his right and get underneath it. A fake tag up from the runner on first, Contreras, and Ben Giovanetti goes down via the flyout. Now it'll be Jack Scary. Scary 0 for 3, reached on an error his last time up. Sand already on the mound waiting for him. Hasn't come set yet, but been standing there for a good 10 seconds before before Scary even steps into the box. An extra leap from Contreras over at first. Pitch misses outside, off speed. 72 miles an hour. Blues 2-2 so far in CCL play, 9-4 overall. As that one misses inside and gets away from Button. And Contreras will move up on the passed ball. So now a runner in scoring position for Scary and a 5-run ball game. As the sun starts to set here in Sonoma, California, a beautiful, colorful sunset out there over the right field pole. As that one is chopped to Comerford at third. He'll take a look at second. The throw over to first in time, as Contreras does make his way over to third on the 5-3 putout. A very close play over at first. Comerford kind of let it bounce an extra time, didn't charge it at all, but it worked out, and now it'll be Jack Vanencini with 2 outs. First pitch to Vanencini is a called strike, right at the letters. Jack Sand, 15 pitches in, had 10 balls and 5 strikes. Now 35 pitches in, has 15 strikes and 20 balls. So doing a pretty good job to turn that number around. Half swing, did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2. The appeal down to first is successful, and Sand gets ahead of the count 0-2. Blues look to keep this at an 8-3 ball game and get those bats up there in the top of the ninth. Sand takes a look over to third, the pitch. That one misses just above the letters. Ball 1. Mancini just 1 for 9 so far. There's one hit in this summer came today. It was an RBI single in the second inning. That one misses inside. Deuces are wild. After that high-scoring first inning, just a few runs here and there, but other than that, a pitcher's duel. Stompers have had 5 innings, excluding this one, where they haven't scored. The Blues have only scored 1 run since the first inning, as that one misses outside, and it from 0-2 to 3-2. Full count, 2 outs. The wind and the pitch from Sand. Ball 4. Now there are runners on the corners. Contreras over there at third is looking for any opportunity to try to come home and score. Taking extra steps on the lead, watching the pitcher, checking to see if he's not paying attention and he can take an extra run. Anything it takes. Be the motto of the CCL. First pitch to the 9-hitter Trent Abel is a ball. Sand now has another jam to work out of. It's the pitch, broken bat. Be some firewood for tonight. He'll have to get a new piece of lumber, and it'll be the designated hitter A.J. Carter's piece. Probably handed it to him and said, don't break this one. So not cheap bats they use. A lot of these guys, or I should say almost all of them, play college baseball. And they don't use wood bats in college baseball. They all use metal bats. So the wood bat league is a little bit harder for them and different, as that one is fouled into the parking lot. Hopefully it doesn't hit my car. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again with runners on the corners. Sand in the last inning got an out and then walked a batter and gave up a base hit. Had a 1 out with 2 on jam, and then struck out 2 straight. Here a walk, a fly out, a ground out, and then another walk. As the check swing, did he go? Yes, he did, says the home plate umpire for strike 3. So Sand works out of another jam. We'll head to the top of the 9th inning. Blues still lead 8-3. I'm Ryan Giacomini on the SLO Blues streaming network. Welcome back to Sonoma. I'd like to remind you that this inning is brought to you by Studio Design Group Architects. You can find them in San Luis Obispo at 762 Higuera Street in a suite 212, or online at www.dgarchitects.com. You can call them as well at 805-541-3848. Studio Design Group Architects. For 40 years, we've designed buildings with one thing in mind: people. Max Lane, Jariah Lewis, and Cooper Witten due up for the Blues in an 8-3 ball game. The double pump from the new pitchers popped up in play for the third baseman, Hawley. He will make the grab. The one pitch, one out for the new noodle, and it's Mick Kelly.
Up to bat number 35, Jariah Lewis.
Mick Kelly, the 6'4", 230-pound right-hander from Yale, grew up in San Francisco, California. He's appeared once so far this season. One inning against the Menlo Park Legends. He gave up one hit, 2 strikeouts. First pitch to Jariah Lewis, misses outside, ball 1. That one is hit on the ground to the second baseman. Might have been a broken bat. Throw over to first is in time. 3 pitches and 2 outs here in the top half of the 9th inning, and it'll be Cooper Witten, who got his first base hit of the day his last time up. Before that, he had strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Hoping to stay away from the golden sombrero here in this at-bat. A double pump from the pitcher is swung on and missed by Mick Kelly at 91 miles an hour. The hardest throwing pitcher we've seen from the Stompers all day. Like I mentioned, Mick Kelly goes to Yale. There's a pitcher there. It was a junior this last season, as that one misses a few feet in front of home plate. This last season, he actually didn't pitch. But in 2023, that one is swung out and fouled back. In 2023, he had a 4.5 ERA and 9 appearances, 24 innings pitched. Gave up 20 hits, 12 earned runs, 11 walks to 17 strikeouts. Gave up 6 home runs in just 24 innings. Guy throws hard, but in result, a lot of hard exit velocity. But he's ahead in the count 1-2 with 2 outs to Cooper Witten. Almost falls over and swing and a miss. 91 miles an hour. Cooper Witten goes down swinging for the 4th time today, and it remains 8-3. The Blues will have to do it with a 5-run lead. Here we go. Bottom of the 9th inning. I'm Ryan Giacomini on the Slow Blues Streaming Network. Bottom of the 9th inning here in Sonoma, as it'll be Thomas Harper looking to get 3 more outs and close out a win here in Sonoma on the back end of this 5-game road trip. Not all the way to the end. This is the 4th game back here in Sonoma tomorrow. So you'll have to face the top of the order, but we do have a pinch hitter. It's number 28. Caden Dosa. He takes that pitch inside. So Elijah Ramos had that double in the 1st inning, but gets pinch hit for here in the 9th inning. As Dosa swings through that fastball at 90 miles an hour from Thomas Harper. Harper so far this season has appeared twice. That one misses low. He got a win in 2 innings. He's given up 2 hits, 1 run. That run was earned. A walk and 2 strikeouts. 0.5 ERA in his very limited time. That one is swung on, half swung. Appeal, yes he did. The tag at the plate for the 1st out. Caden Dosa comes in off the bench and strikes out swinging, and we have another pinch hitter. This one is for A.J. Carter, and it'll be number 25, Justice Brinson. Brinson standing 5'7", 205 pounds. From Azusa Pacific University, originally from Windsor, California, and in about 40 minutes here to Sonoma to play his summer ball. That one misses inside, 1-0. Brinson so far this season is 5 for 19. That one is a called strike, 1-1. 5 for 19, a home run, 6 RBIs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. No other extra base hits. The ace is free here in the bottom of the 9th. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That ball in the dirt, squirts away from Button. Another pinch hitter on deck. So Zach Pace unloading the bench. Big swing and a miss on the 91-mile-an-hour fastball. That batter on deck is number 8, Luke Rossi. The 2-2. Ooh, take it outside for a ball on the changeup from Thomas Harper. Very close to the zone, but a called ball. The umpire today has been pretty solid. Misses a few pitches here and there, but everybody does. Can't expect him to be perfect. That one is swung on and chopped right at me. There's a fence in the way, but I would have made that play. 92 miles an hour with a ton of break on that pitch. 18 inches of induced vertical break and 13 inches of horizontal break. That is tough to hit. 92 and moving that much is almost impossible to hit. Half swing and taken for ball 4. Very close pitch taken for a ball. And now there's a runner on first for pinch hitter Luke Rossi. Justice Brinson comes in off the bench and gets on board. All you could ask for at this point in the game is to move the line and score runs. If you're the Stompers, the Blues are trying to get 2 more outs and get out of it. Broken bat right at Constantine. Going to be a tough play. It's actually Comerford to throw over to first in time. What a play by Brendan Comerford on the broken bat ground ball from the pinch hitter Luke Rossi. He came in. I thought it was going to be Gavin Constantine who makes the play, but it was Comerford coming across. Made a sidearm throw from the ground over to Tollerman. The stretch out from the big righty at first. Blues are 1 out away from winning this game with a runner on second. A really good play. It'll be Tyler Hawley. No pitch hitter here this time. That one misses inside. Ball 1. Blues 1 out away from getting their 10th win of the season, moving to double digits in wins. A 1-0. Swung on and lined up the middle. That's going to be a base hit, and that is going to score a run. As Justice Brinson will unhook the trailer and make his way around to score. An RBI base hit from Tyler Hawley after striking out 3 straight times. And it's now 8-4. Paul Contreras steps in. Paul had the huge home run in the 3rd inning as he takes a strike. Contreras looking to keep this game alive. Another called strike, and quickly Harper is 1 out away from ending this ball game. 0-2 to Paul Contreras. He's 1 for 2, a 6-4-3 double play, a solo home run, and 2 walks. Here it is, outside, ball 1. After unloading 3 pinch hitters, it's Tyler Hawley who comes through. As that one is grounded right back at the pitcher, Harper. He'll pick it up and throw it over to Tollerman. That's the ball game. The San Luis Obispo Blues win it here in Sonoma. The front half of a 2-game series as Harper will go hug his catcher, Nico Button, and the Blues race onto the field. A little handshake out there at center field, and that is the ball game. The final is 8-4. After a great game from the San Luis Obispo Blues where they put up 7 runs in the first, and then the bats quieted a little bit. Those 7 runs came as followed. Walk, hit, 2 RBI triple, strikeout, walk, RBI base hit, line out, RBI hit by pitch, 3 RBI double, and then a ground out to end that first inning. But 11 batters hit in the first, 7 runs, and the Sonoma Stompers were never able to come back and get the lead. Cody Albright will go down as the win, and in my opinion, the player of the game. Finishes the game with 6 innings, which makes him have the most innings pitched on the entire team at 19. He gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 all of them earned, 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. Continues his summer dominance, but an overall great team win as the pitchers were able to get it done, and the bats got it done as well. Well, thank you so much for joining me here in Sonoma on this warm Saturday night. I'll be back on the call tomorrow here, 6:05 first pitch. You can catch it online on our YouTube page. And then remember, we will be in person on Tuesday and Wednesday back in San Luis Obispo. You can get those tickets online at bluesbaseball.com. For Ryan Giacomini and everyone here at the San Luis Obispo Blues,